A lot of people are asking which MHUR character is the best, but my real question is if Toga's copy ability is actually good for them or not. Let's figure that out. I'm going to start off with saying, in terms of pure copying and who you're going to want on your, just standby, any character with a revive is pretty up there because you can just copy them straight into reviving a teammate the moment you need it. Or you can just get rid of it if you don't think anybody's going to get down and go for somebody else. So Cementos, already a solid character. Don't love him, don't hate him personally, but he does whip ass on the field. I'd give him an A. Let's see. Toga herself, I'm going to put in C. Froppy is already an S tier character, but the fact she has a revive, a way to get away, and invisibility. Just, if you can copy her, I would do it. Almost every time. I don't see many situations where you don't want to do it, unless if there's a better character. Bakugo is already a good character, all of his abilities are good off the bat, and just genuinely a solid pick, S. Todoroki, every single one of his quirks are just insane either damage or defense potential. And he has a way to get away through his E quirk. His Y, is it? So I would say he's just a must-have anyways. Or no, it's a definitely... Yeah, no, it's Y. Dabi, I don't like Dabi personally. And if I were to ever choose to copy him, I don't see me doing it. Even if I do get him, I'd probably stay Toga. So I'm going to put him above another Toga because that's fucking useless. But not great at all. Mount Lady as a character, I wouldn't put super high. She's good, but not insane. But the fact that she can go giant immediately after copying, so as long as if your health is like more than half or above, that's good. That's a really good choice. All Might, I don't love All Might. His damage isn't bad. It's pretty solid, but all of his abilities together are kind of lackluster to me. He has good movement, surprisingly, being a big motherfucker, but I don't know. I don't like him that much. So I would put him as a copy B, because even copying him, his R move, his special, is like, all it is jumping up in the air, picking somebody up. That's not really good off the bat, and you don't really care for that. Ida kind of mitigates the downside of copying somebody, which is your name becomes the enemy's name you copy and their team can see you across the map. Where he, unless if the other Ida chases him, can get away most of the time and be useful to the team, just running around and being a menace. So I would put him above Cementos but below Mount Lady, because Mount Lady's ability is just better off the bat. Izuku Midoriya, I like Midoriya's kit a lot. I think it's really useful. As a copy though, he doesn't have anything insane. I'd put him A, but he's not insane, he's not bad. Kaminari is just not my favorite character. His stun is insane if you're with your team, but copying him, if there's any other choice around you other than Toga, I would probably take it, because his kit, its damage potential is insane, but unless if you're copying a level 9 all quirk and they want to push you, he's not going to do much in the field at fucking all, and I just don't care for him. Kendo as a character isn't bad. I actually quite like her moveset, but as a copy, her R comes back quick because all it is throwing a teammate. Her shotgun isn't that useful, like, most of the time, because it is, I don't know if it's a random pellet spread, but it is a wide pellet spread. Her shield can be used. That might be the one reason you choose it, maybe to protect the down teammate while your teammate revives, or to just in general get away from a situation, but you have no abilities to run away. Your only ability is to put up that shield and hope they don't break through it to kill you. So I'm gonna put her just below everyone and C. Kirishima is a pretty solid character. He's close range only, melee, so he's not insane, but his R ability is great. And it has a long recharge time, meaning they made it as great as it can be, which Toga's ability completely overrides. Meaning you get it, you use it, and then you stop being him, or you can copy him again and get it back before he even thought about getting it back. His character I don't love, but his ability and the fact you can just refresh it and go back in with it, I'm going to put him above Ida. Momo's abilities are not that great in my opinion. Her shield is her one redeeming feature, the fact you can shield bash and you're invincible during it. But other than that, her close range fans aren't that great for copying. I don't see it being a viable option in most situations, just personally. Her cannon rarely hits anything off and is really a distraction if anything. I don't see her being a great copy, just in general. I'll put her in B. Because she's not on the same level as the people at the bottom for copying, but she does have her special ability to get loot, and also copying her and immediately using her shield move, if you don't get stunned out of it, you can do some damage or get away. So it's not bad. Mr. Compress, his character is solid. I like his moveset in the game. As a copy though, it's hard to compress teammates at a moment's notice to save them. His mouse one is good, like pretty fucking good. But I don't think it's worth copying over most of these other characters. Like, I wouldn't personally choose him over All Might, since All Might does have an ability to get away. Momo, I wouldn't choose him over because Momo's one ability can help you in most situations by just becoming immortal and slamming into the enemy or running away. But he does have a movement ability, so you can get away if you choose him. And also, you can try to get some damage from far away if you really want. I'd put him in B. Shigaraki is a insane character if the other characters are grounded. So I would say he is a great character, and I'm going to put him high. But the downside is if people are playing, like, let's say Bakugo, let's say Froppy, let's say fucking Ida, it's not a good time for you. You're not going to have fun. But his general moveset counters a lot of characters, which is just really good. And he's just a really solid character. So I would put him in S. Shiozaki is a pretty solid character. Her M1 is really powerful. Her E, in my opinion, is fuck all useless. It is a grab close range. They did buff it so you can use it multiple times until you hit it off. But it's rarely coming into use unless if you're fighting Ida or Kirishima. Other than that, I would only say I would copy her for her long range M1 and her R ability, which is a revive, a instant revive where they are. It's not as good as Froppy's at all because Froppy brings the teammate to her and also has multiple abilities to either get away or hide afterwards if they must. But it's still a revive. On immediate copy, you can hold it in your little slot and wait for the perfect moment to do so. It is not bad. I would put her top of B. Uraraka is a solid character if it weren't for those bungee ass arms. They go around shit too often and they just don't work. I swear to God, 9 times out of 10, I have footage from the one match I played for this video where it just woo around the building twice, getting me killed in the last fight. It's just not fun. But despite that, her E ability is really good. You can combo into it with your M1, you can combo into it with your spinny attack with the pillar. You can do so much with it that I would say it's a solid move. It's a good option for that. Her Q ability, the spinny pillar, is solid for both long range damage for just a little bit, just throwing it once in a while, or going in close for meleeing to get them away or getting in closer. But her R ability is just too low cooldown to be worth copying as Toga. It's not that powerful, it just makes you lighter. Her left click is unresponsive compared to, let's say, Froppy, which has almost the same thing, but infinitely more consistent with a higher jump as well to boot. Her E move takes a while to get out, but it is a great move. That's what makes her a pretty solid option. And her Q move is solid. It's free damage if you can get up close. And for all of those reasons, I will put her at top of B. I'd say she can, most of the time, do better than everyone, and she would be probably high A if it weren't for how inconsistent her primary fire is. That's just something I can't look past. And that is going to be my Toga copy tier list. Thank you for watching the video. I will be planning to make either other tier lists like this, or I have a video coming up, which is going to be a lot of fun. It might be a bit longer. But thank you for watching, and that is all.